Hi, it's around 5:45 in the morning here. I'm all packed up, got up at about 4, started packing up at about 4:30, and so it's time to say goodbye to the town of Lehman, my first coastal town on the heading south. So it's been a good couple of days. I think over $300 raised for the Royal Flying Doctors, and a few little bits and pieces fixed up on the bike, and a lot of video editing got done. So yeah, relatively busy but also quite relaxing here. And this morning we have a beautiful sunrise happening, and yeah, we're gonna hit the road into what is clearly quite a cold, freezing cold southerly breeze, which will be a headwind of course, and so I'm all rugged up for this cold ride ahead in the next 40 kilometers or so to Jurien Bay. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fine. So awesome. So today I executed a complete fail. I tried to get up this hill behind me on what's supposed to be a walking path, wheelchair accessible, and found it was too steep for my bike. Also, coincidentally, too steep for a wheelchair. I could never get up there any other way either. And as a consequence, I stalled out and ended up jackknifing the Handcycle, like sliding backwards down the hill, and yeah, found myself in an absolute pickle, and everything ended up scrunching along the ground. I had to disconnect the trailer from the bike, and yeah, it was a hot mess. There's a few dings and scratches and equipment that I'm going to need to check now on the trailer and the Handcycle. So what seemed like a beautiful idea going along this coastal path turned into an absolute diabolical disaster. So luckily a lady came along and helped me get the stuff back down the hill and reconnected, and I should be on my way again shortly. So I'm just taking a bit of a breather here in Greenhead. I thought I'd come out to this little seaside town as a little excursion away from the main highway with not too much extra kilometers, and then when I got here I saw a sign for a seaside walk path that looked really nice to be able to ride along, except this hill behind me. This is basically, I found that to be impassable even with the e-bike, and just looking at it I couldn't even actually get my wheelchair up there on a normal ride. So I struck a bit of a terrible problem where I had no way to turn, nowhere to go, and my whole Handcycle and trailer was sliding backwards down the hill, and ended up jackknifing it and the whole rig tipped over. By that time I'd already got myself out of it, and then started the process of trying to recover the bike and trailer and everything. Luckily a nice lady came along and was able to help me get it from, I would have been almost like 3/4 of the way up the hill, and then slid back down, and the back ended up underneath the fence and tipped over, and we were able to bring it down the hill and get it reassembled. Here there's some pretty good scratches along the side of it and on my wheelchair and stuff, but ultimately I'm out of a pickle that could have also been super disastrous. I wish they would signpost these things better. This is definitely not a wheelchair friendly track, and but otherwise beautiful, and a beautiful spot right next to the ocean, of course, and I'm sure at the top of that hill would have been a fantastic view of the sea, which I was looking forward to. But yes, onward and upward we will carry on. I will get back on the tarmac and avoid these little deadly tracks. So let's carry on. So I have arrived at Jurien Bay, along the coast here, heading in southerly direction towards Perth. The day has been full on headwinds all the way. Battery usage has been massive. A lot more traffic around here than a little bit further north, so it is becoming a little bit more exciting on the road in terms of having to be on or off the road, and taking care and being mindful of trucks and cars and other traffic coming my way. Anyhow, a day with highs and lows, of course, with that with the big problem I had in Green Bay. I will correct that. It's Greenhead, at Greenhead, and where I tried to go along a bike path and ended up jackknifed and completely tipped over. Yeah, not great, but the rest of the riding has been okay. Interesting, 75% of the battery used to go just 46 kilometers. So that's a story of headwinds and battery use there. Also, be looking to find a place tonight, and then heading out again tomorrow to Cervantes, which is a much shorter ride, only 25 or 30 kilometers away. So, but it looks like it's going to start getting really busy on the road. We'll take it as it comes.